that, I'll let Coach Harper start and then open it up with questions.
Well, first of all, it's great to see you guys again. Great to be back. It really does feel like basketball season right now. We're obviously right in the middle of our preseason practices, and I've been very pleased with our team. I did not say we're perfect. We have a lot of things we still have to work on, but I'm really excited about this group. I'm excited about their focus, their mindset, their attitude, their cohesiveness. I feel like they're all on the same page right now with what they're trying to do and what the staff's trying to get them to do. It's still extremely early in the preseason practice schedule, but from what I've seen, I've been go home pretty happy. And even the days where we may not have had the best practice, I'm excited about the next practice and what we're going to be doing. So it's been a really fun group to coach.
And so where are you seeing necessarily where you guys need to improve the most from now until first regular season game?
Oh, boy, that's a great question. I think right now we're trying to find ways to push our players to develop or to enhance mental toughness. I think we are trying now as a staff to find ways for them to fail daily, and we want to give them as many challenges and practice as we can, and obviously there are going to be execution things that we have to continue to work on defensively and such, but I think the mental toughness will be our biggest concern going from here to our first game.
And in practice, how do you work on mental toughness?
Well, it's sometimes that's a challenge. You have to be creative on how you're going to present drills, what your goals are in each of the drills. So I think as a staff, we're constantly looking for ways to build that.
Last season ended so abruptly. How has been the process of getting past that mentally, and have you guys gotten past that?
I think so. I think, what we started doing in the spring, we started working a lot on a 5-on-5 offensive scheme, and really it kind of put us in looking forward to next year very quickly after the season. So we've done a lot of 5-on-5 in the spring, a lot of 5-on-5 in the summer that we've just never done in the past. So we felt like that was going to be a big building block for us. And I think because we went to that so quickly, all of our returners were able to really tune into what's next a little quicker, I think. But I think they also have that little bit in the back of their mind that they just don't want to repeat that. And I think that's a little bit of a driving force behind some of their really good focus right now.
Was there anger from that, motivation? I mean, how would you term what the approach or the outlook is from that?
Yeah, I think it was more just sheer disappointment. And I think, everybody, from the coaching staff all the way down to the players, I think everybody was just really disappointed and, felt like more could be done. And they just we don't want to feel that again. And, I think that's been a big motivation for us.
Coach, looking at the graduating class from across the valley all last year, how do you guys kind of look at that and set your expectations for this season?
I don't think we've really even talked a whole lot about that as a team. And I know there have been a lot of really good players graduating in this past class, but I think for our team, we have really, again, I'm really proud of them. They've done a pretty good job of focusing in on us, and we've talked about doing some short-term goals and long-term goals, so to speak. And I think for our players right now, they're kind of buying into both of those things, which I think is a good thing. Have an outlook, the ultimate outcome, but yet what are you doing daily to get to that point? So I think that's been more their focus and where we can go rather than the other teams.
Coach, let's talk about your senior class. I mean, these are girls who have had a lot of experience on the basketball court, a lot of game minutes over the last several years. How excited are you to see their leadership this year, and how has that already happened in practices so far?
Well, I think they're definitely setting the tone, and they have a lot of energy, they have a lot of experience, and those two things are showing right now. The younger players are really watching those 4 seniors, and those 4 seniors are really pulling everybody with them. Like I said, it's been a cohesive group. We've been working on some leadership strategies with those players, but I think they're motivated. They want to finish their career with something special, and I think it starts right there. And I think it's just filtering down. Obviously, right now we haven't lost a game, so it's easy. Nobody's concerned about playing time right now. Everything is easy. So when things get hard, we've got to still have that group, that core group, be great leaders in the locker room and continue to push themselves and each other.
Hey, Coach, kind of following up on that, those 4 seniors, all 4 years here, and your staff together since your day one, that has to say something about the program that you're putting together.
Well, I think that group has been a special group. There's no doubt. That was our first recruiting class, and we felt like they could come in and be some culture builders for us and really help establish what we're trying to do here. With those players, they could run a practice. They could absolutely run my practice, and I wouldn't have to say a word. They know exactly what we're trying to do. And I think when you get to that point, you start getting, when it's more player-driven than coach-driven, I think you get something special, and hopefully we're moving towards that this year.
You just talked about the way you saw Eliza going into last season compared to the way you see her going into this season.
Yeah, I tell you what, I think she has much improved from this time now last year. I just think that she's a better basketball player. I think what we're doing offensively suits her maybe a little bit better. She had a really good year last year. I think she's coming off of it strong. She has worked really hard, and I think she understands how she can even become a better basketball player. And I've just been real proud of her. She's been pretty consistent in this preseason.
Coach, talk about your freshman class, hearing some good things about all 3 of them.
Well, I'm excited about those freshmen. You could come in. Occasionally you'll walk in and pick them out, but a lot of times you could walk in, you may not pick out which 3 are freshmen, and that's exciting for them. They love basketball. They have great personalities, and they're talented. They really are talented. I think they're just going through right now the adjustment from high school to college, and it just doesn't feel like it's going to be a lot. It doesn't sound like it's going to be a lot until you get right in the middle of it, and then you realize, whoa, there's a lot more detail. Practices are longer. Everything is just more in college, and I think for those young ladies, they have been in the gym a ton. They're on their own. They're getting reps. They love what they're doing, and the upperclassmen have been great for them. I think it's been an easy transition for them in terms of coming into this team. Abby Hip has a great basketball IQ. She's a good passer. She can score. She loves basketball. She's a gym rat, and she has the personality that everybody loves her. Ellie Ruffridge, another gym rat. She's in here all the time. I think everybody knows this one can shoot. She can score. She can pass, dribble, handle the basketball. She is tough, spark plug on defense. So we're really excited about her and excited about the growth that she's going to have even in the next month or so. And then Sydney Schultz is just productive. She is a nice, good-sized body that is strong. She has a good IQ. She can pass. She understands what we need to do. And I think as the game, we're seeing her get better each week as the game kind of slows down because she gets comfortable. So I'm excited about all 3 of those young ladies. All 3 have great careers here.
I said you had 3 freshmen. You had 6 new players really on the roster with a couple of red shirts and then a walk-on.
Well, it's a unique situation that we have 2 red shirts and a walk-on that is also new in addition to those 3, but it just doesn't feel like a super young team, even though that's 6 really pretty new kids. But the veterans are so strong with their personalities and with their maturity right now. That just kind of leads the way, and you just don't see the youngness that you might see when you have 6 new players.
What are some things that you hope to accomplish here that you're still working towards in your 5th year?
Well, I'd like to win a regular season title. I think that that hasn't happened since we've been here. One thing that I said we wanted to do, I think you've got to get in contention to win the Valley every year. I think I think we're to the point now we're going to compete for it. I'm not saying we're winning it every year, but I think we can compete for it every year. I really do. And I think that's where we want to be. And then I think the next step is then winning it. And so I think, that would be a goal that we'd like to hit sooner rather than later.
Anything else for Coach? Okay.
All right.
Appreciate it.